Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I am here with my layouts from this month's 24 sketches from Scrap-a-Sketch on Facebook and Dotty About Flair's Happy Holidays with Dotty About Flair prompts. So Scrap-a-Sketch, which is Lori Sikorski, has 24 sketches from December the 1st to the 24th on her Facebook group. And Dotty About Flair has prompts that they also have on their Facebook group that you don't have to do them together, but I chose to do them together. And then from the 25th of December through the 31st of December, Dotty About Flair continued on with the sketches, which are all from Lisa Sikorski as well. So with just the prompts and then sketches if you wanted to use those as well. So I have 33 layouts here because I did 2 of the layouts twice. Once on purpose and once not really on accident, but I missed a prompt and went back and redid it so I could include all the prompts. So let's get started. So this is the first sketch from Lisa, and this is my first sketch of my dog at the vet. So this paper, all of this paper except for this rainbow, which came from Jen Hadfield, this rainbow and this came from Black and White from Park Lane. All the rest of the papers in this, on this layout came from a Recollections paper pad called Cozy Neutrals. And I just layered it up. The prompts are rainbows, paper layers, and gold. So I have the 2 different rainbows on here and tons of paper layers from that paper pad. And I used gold gemstones from Park Lane. There's also gold in this paper that I used back here, which, like I said, all came from the same Cozy Neutrals. So that is the first one. The second one is this. And the prompts are hearts, snowflakes, and teal. So I used my, I have a punch. I couldn't think of the word. A punch for this hearts. And I also have a punch for these snowflakes. And then I added this Creative Memories border in teal as well as the teal hearts. And then there's some teal in these snowflakes as well. So this is my kids on Christmas 5 years ago. So naughty or nice. Day 3 is this. So Lisa gave it to us this way, but I wanted to use this picture, so I turned it on its side, which I'm pretty good at doing. Making Memories is from a American Crafts thickers. This paper I've had for a while. I've took my Creative Memories circle punch and cut the circles out. So the prompts for this are circles, floral, and red. So I have all of that. These are rub-on poinsettias. And then these are just some enamel dots from, I think that they're Park Lane. I have some Park Lane and I have some Paper Studios. And I think when I made this layout, I didn't have my Paper Studios ones yet. Oh no, these actually came from the same sticker set that had this Making Memories from American Crafts. Now I remember. I did this tracing on the outside with my pen. And this is just me on cookie baking day in 2019 before we made all our goodies with all these ingredients in front of me. So I love the way that turned out. The fourth one is one of my favorites because I love the way this mandala turned out. I looked it up on my Cricut Design Space, had this cut in multiple layers, layered it up, put it on the end, cut it off so that I could put the bottom of the ornament up there, and use this picture of my son pointing to this German candle that my father-in-law gave him. And then this is my grandparents' ornaments, and they're hanging on the tree together because they've been reunited in the last year. So, but I love these little ornaments. My grandmother gave them to me when she moved out of town, and they always hang on my tree, and I always put them together. So anyway, so I used this sketch, and Christmas decorations, sequins, and craft were the prompts. And I really love the way this turned out. I almost forgot the sequins and then added them. And I like to put these little stickles in the middle to cover the hole, and it helps keep them glued down a little too. This paper is from Art for Everyone, which is a Vicky Bouton paper pad. It's all gone. I'm not crying. It's okay. All right. Next is this one. And my boy Pax. I used craft paper, inked all the way around. I used my alcohol inks with my dauber here. Texture, rustic, and green are the prompts from Dotty About Flair. So I have textured paper in green, and then this yellowy color is corrugated. And then I used green, red, and the gold mixative from my alcohol inks. It's not really green and red. It's red pepper stream and then the gold mixative. And I love how that turned out. I may actually have used the sunshine yellow as well, because I see some things that look yellow to me. This is one of my earlier layouts, so I can't remember. Okay, so I got all of that under control there. This one I love. This entire layout minus the stickles is Obed Marshall's Poinsettias collection. And water, 4 pattern papers, and layers. Oh no, silver is the prompts for this one. So everything on here. Oh, this washi tape also is not from Obed Marshall. So I love the way that this turned out. Because I needed water, I went ahead and pulled this hot tub picture from one of our beach trips out. And this will be going in my Beach Adventures book. Then next is this one with the banners. And the prompts are banners, stars, cut files, or die cuts. So I have my stars and my banners. These are all cut out from this paper. And whoops, this paper is the Art for Everyone from Vicky Bouton. There's a few more layouts coming up that you will see that on. This and this title, Well Done, are from the American Crafts sticker sheet. I think it's whimsical, maybe. This is Thanksgiving. My mom and my aunt are making our stuffing balls. My husband's making the gravy. So why it's titled Well Done. And I love this paper, and I love this layout. So next is this one, and I did 2 of these. So I also added 2 pictures here because I wanted to use all of these to document my son learning how to properly cut up potatoes and peel them and everything for making mashed potatoes on Thanksgiving. So all of this and this, except for these hearts, are from the Art for Everyone from Vicky Bouton. Like I said, super sad that my paper pad is gone. It has some Tim Holtz on here. A lot of layouts will have Tim Holtz on there. So the prompts for this one is stitching. I did faux stitching around the picture. Punches or dies, which is what these are, and black. So I matted the back of it on black. And then I did another one, and all I did with this one was I moved the 4x6 over and went the opposite direction, but it's all still paper from the Vicky Bouton paper pad. Sad day when I use my last one of those. All right, so this should look like this, but I turned it. So I sprayed the hexagons with Wilted Violet and one of my mini pink sprays. I've got like 3 or 4. Through a stencil I created on my Cricut, just through paper. That's why it's not like a really pretty pull, and there's some bleeding, which I'm okay with. So I sprayed the bottom, and then I sprayed a little bit up at the top, and then I cut this frame out of this, is also from the Vicki Boutin Art for Everyone, and I put this around it, and then I doodled around the outside. Hexagons, doodling, and purple were the prompts for this layout, which I have done. But I also stepped it up a notch and put this journaling pull out. This just explains that this is my dad's retirement cake from the Geological Survey. My sister made it. It's got all the different layers of the earth made out of different kinds of cakes, Rice Krispie treats and stuff. And then that's my dad looking at the cake, but it's not like the best picture. It's blurry because the lighting in this restaurant was horrible. So I just tucked it in there. You rock. See, geologist. So that came from the Vicki Boutin collection as well. So, and then I just put this little hexagon pull tab on here to stick with the theme. Retirement rocks. I know, so clever. So this one, the prompts are paints, tags, and mistletoe. And I kind of fudged that because I didn't use paints. These are inks. So this is polished jade from Delusions from Ranger. The yellow, it's not Wild Honey. It's the mustard one, I think. Sorry. And that is Distress Oxide, or Distress, Oxides from Ranger, Tim Holtz. And then the red is Postbox Red, which is Delusions as well. Having a ball. This is a humongous Oreo ball. I was getting ready to roll out miniature ones, but my best friend took this picture of me holding it. So I have paints. Here's my tag, and then I put the mistletoe on here. It's really holly, but you know. This is another one I did on my Cricut. I created this large wreath type thing, and I love the way this layout turned out. So the prompts for this one is large shape, flare, and chipboard. So this is chipboard, and then I don't have flare. When you're on the Dotty About Flair website or Facebook group, they want you to use their flare, and I don't have flare at all, so I just popped this circle up on some foam, so it kind of gave the same concept of flare, but it is by no means flare. It has this chipboard or cardboard hearts on here that go with the Same How Cute American Crafts set. This paper is from the Classic Christmas by Recollections, and I fussy cut the poinsettias out and then tucked this mandala in underneath with these banners. So I did turn this because it was like this. So I did turn it like this. I don't have butterflies, but I've got the hearts. And then I've got gold stickles all throughout the insides of the poinsettias. And so I have my large shape, my faux flare, and my chipboard. But I really love the way that turned out. How cute. All right, so this is this layout. And I was super excited about how this turned out. I love all the Christmassy feels. I was able to use a lot of these frames that I have that I've had sitting around for a while. I always forget about frames. I got this done. I loved it. I had almost all of the prompts in there, frames and everything. And then I remember the third prompt was monochrome. That's not monochrome. So this is the Clan 2013, and it has frames and one large photo, but it is not monochrome. So I redid it, but I turned it on its side. This is when our heat went out in the middle of November, and it was pretty darn cold. So I thought blue would be a great monotone color to pick for this. Turned it on its side, like I said, titled it Burr. Our house was 58 degrees Fahrenheit, and that was with some heaters blowing. So yeah, it was pretty cold around here. So I just put this journaling down here inside this frame. See, I used some frames, and my one picture I put up on foam, and then some Tim Holtz and some sequins that I put blue stickles inside of. This is the next one, And the prompts for this are alternative grid, sparkle, and blue. So I've got the alternative grid, just completely wonky. I just picked all of my Christmas papers that I thought would look good with this. And the blue, I want to make sure I had the blue. And so I just cut a bunch of different sizes and then just kind of laid them out. And then I matted the picture on this shiny glittery blue paper, and then again on blue, and then used blue ink to trace around or inside of the different squares. And then I matted it on this black and white to give it kind of something to ground it. So, and then I put some Park Lane gemstones on here, and just the sticker that says 25, and then use some alphas to spell out to put BFF, because she is my best friend. So that is that one. Now number 14 is this, and this paper is Amy Tangerine Brave and Bold collection. So all but this solid red, I'm pretty sure. Nope, that actually came from that collection too. So this entire layout is from there. This has vellum, which is what this is matted on, stenciling, and paper tearing. So I stenciled these, I stenciled the square around it, and then paper tearing is up here on this little banner. I like how this turned out. This is celebrating my husband's promotion. So my family went to dinner. Not the best picture, but I lightened it up by using that really light paper. Day 15 is this one, and the prompts are diagonal designs, snowflakes, and a large title of 4+ words. So this is a Christmas tree at my sister's house this year. Oh no, last year, can't read. This, I made a stencil on my Cricut, sprayed through the stencil with the red and the yellow, and then matted it on this present paper. So I have my diagonal design, I have my snowflakes, and my title is The Calm of Christmas Morning. So this was the morning before my kids and my niece and nephew got up to come and open all of those presents. I love the way this turned out. I never know how red is going to work, because red can be horrible. It can look like blood. And so this is, this turned out really well. So next is this one. Whoa. And the prompts were labels, hollyberries, and stamping. So the hollyberries are on this bordered paper. This is my stamp. I don't do a lot of stamping. I'm not very good at it. So this is my stamp. It's from Tim Holtz, one of the ink collections that I have. And labels. This right here where the date is a label. So I had this, don't even know where I got it, and I cut it in half and just tucked part of it in the top, part in the bottom, popped this up on foam, and then I had a little left over from another one that I put up here, and that is that one. And this is Christmas 2 years ago. Then this one was sideways, so I turned it like this. And this is Amy Tangerine again, the Brave and Bold collection. The paper, I know this paper and this paper is from that collection. I think this is just a scrap of mine. The flowers are fussy cut from the Brave and Bold paper that I have. And then this is from the Brave and Bold. I just cut a circle out of the middle, put acetate was one of our things. So this is actually packaging from some stickers or something. Ribbon, which is the pink over here, and then random alphas and numbers. So I have random numbers because this is documenting when I hit 100 subscribers on my YouTube channel. I was very excited, and I made this little shaker pocket. That's where my acetate comes in. And I just put pinks and teals and some yellow, which is the colors that I had incorporated. So I love the way this one turned out. This one is day number 18. The prompts are coffee cup, candy canes, and mint. So I have my coffee cup here. My daughter's got her coffee cup and sausage biscuit. We're tree hunting. There's mint here, and then this is all matted on mint. And then, of course, there's candy canes everywhere. So, then I used some gemstones from Park Lane and some Tim Holtz phrases. Then day 19, I read that, is this one. Perfect way to use up some scraps. You know, you always end up with these thin scraps from where you cut, you know, to mat or for different reasons. So I've got tons and tons of scraps in my bag, and I keep all of the scraps. I'm going to show you. You all are thinking I'm crazy. Here's my Christmas paper scraps, and I've got all sorts of sizes in here. And so anytime I have a layout like this, I just pull this out and go crazy. So Rosy Cheeks and Crispy Air is what the title of this page. And it called for paper scraps, splatters, and inked edges. So I have plenty of scraps. Everything was a scrap. I did not use any new paper except this full paper right here, and obviously in the white one, where I splattered with different colors. And then I put this Creative Memories die cut here, and then just put some Ranger ink on it to look like ornaments. And then I cut this journaling tag in half so that I could tuck this here and then have the journaling part down at the bottom. I really like the way this turned out. And then I inked the edges on this lime green right here. All right, next, day 20 was, let's see, today's prompts. No patterned paper. Use mixed media and a vertical line of embellishment. So this mixed media is my newest goodies. Oh, I should have brought these over here. These are Tim Holtz Distress Crayons. They're water reactive pigments. And this isn't exactly what the ones that I use for this, but I have 3 packs that I got from my husband for Christmas. Yay! So this is my first time using them. And so at first it looked like a holy nightmare. And then I got everything on the page, and I love the way it turned out, but it was a little scary at first. Like I said, working with red can be dangerous because sometimes it looks like someone's been murdered on your paper. So I just felt like red, black, and white were the colors that kind of made me think emergency room, and that's where my daughter was. She fractured her finger on a door. And then I put the vertical line of embellishments here with these different like nurse and hospital stickers. So, and then I did not use any pattern paper, all solids, and I used mixed media. So that is number 20. That dang Jewer. All right, number 21, Happy Together. The prompts are faux stitching, twinkling lights, and red and white. So I got lots of red and white. I faux stitched all around as well as down each of these strips. Another good layout for using up the scraps. So that's what they had done here. And then I just added a couple of stickers, some gemstones here and there. And then I added these little lights. I love these so much. They're so fun, and I'm almost out of them. I have just a little bit left. I've had them for a while. I had a ton of them, and I'm slowly but surely am using them up, but they're so cute. So good way to use up scraps though. I love this layout, and I have all of my prompts under control. Happy. That's Mom and all her siblings and their spouses. All right, day 22, pattern paper background, poinsettias, and journaling. So this is my journaling. I did not write on here. I mean, it's literally my son is blowing a straw at me, henceforth why I titled it, Oh Boy. And I just happened to catch it on camera, and I don't know if you could even see that. Oh, I gotta mat this on some cardstock. But this is where the straw came flying at me, at my camera. I used my Creative Memories circle punch, and got a bunch of the circles on here kind of went with this paper, and used this pattern paper. Oh, I do have journaling on here. Oh my gosh, that's so hard to see. Wow, Kristen. This is the second time I've made this video. The first time it was a disaster. Yeah, I'm not redoing it just because I did not notice my little texture. See, it doesn't take away from the picture though. So, God bless. I think it's time for bed, you all. Time for bed. Okay, so I have some Park Lane gemstones, some Tim Holtz journaling, and my own journaling. And then there's a ribbon right here because they had like this fancy little thing, and I didn't want to put too fancy. So I just added that because this is something that came with a lot of these papers. All right, good gravy. All right, day 23. I don't know, honestly, how this is going to work. It's going to depend on how things look in my 2021 album, because this will go in my 2021 album. It's the December the 20th. We went to go see Spider-Man No Way Home. And this prompt called for rosettes, and this is the only rosette I had. And it is really, really thick. And it's not something I can like squish down really. I mean, it's thick. So if it doesn't work out, I'm going to take it off. It probably, I mean, it may make a little boo-boo, but it's not going to do anything major I can fix easily. So rosettes, enamel dots, and gold and silver. I don't have enamel dots on here because it did not go with my theme, but I have these gemstone dots, and then I use stickles to make kind of like an enamel dot in gold and silver. There's gold here, and I use some silver pin and some gold pin. So I did follow the sketch pretty darn good. So yeah, if this doesn't work, it's going to come off, but we'll see how fat my December 2021 album is going to be, because I don't know if you could see that because I can't see the camera, but it's pretty thick. But I love the way that this layout turned out. If I could, I needed to go watch a YouTube video on how to make a rosette, because bless. Okay. So next is this one. This is day 24, and this is the last one that Scrapbook was posting. They're doing random drawings, I think, for the 24 days from December 1st to the 24th for prizes. So this was the last day that it was being sponsored by Scrapbook. So this is the sketch and the props are paper strips, 4 photo mats, and tangerine. So I have 4 photo mats, different colors of white, green, red, and then black. And then I use these green strips and red strips, which are all from my scraps, which makes me happy. I love using up my scraps because I got a hot mess of them. And I added the wreaths on here and everything, and titled it Pretty, because this is the wreath my cousin sent me. We weren't even going to be home for Christmas this year, so I didn't even put up a tree. I know, horrible. And so this was my big Christmas decoration. And I wasn't sure how to bring tangerine in, so then I put these lights on here, and there's some orange in there, which is kind of like a tangerine color. So I love the way that this turned out. So that is day number 24. And then these are sketches that are still from Lisa Sikorski, but these are from Dotty About Flair. So this is the sketch, which I pretty much stuck to almost like to the T, except I didn't use these mandalas. I used these little circles and the stickers. But here's the prompts. Go rogue. Use the sketch and add your own twist. Use some dimensions. Use 6 things. Use twice. Use stamping, rub-ons, or doodling. Okay, guys, I go rogue all the time. Not terribly rogue. Usually I turn things on their side or whatever. This is almost identical to the sketch. One time they tell me to go rogue. So this comes out further, so there's not as much space here as there is on the sketch. I did not ink around, like give it a border. I inked around the outside. So there's my going rogue, guys. I don't know. It's crazy to me. So it's called So Happy. This is me, my sister, my mom on Christmas Day. So, yep. So, but I got everything else. I have 6 of these Park Lane gemstones, and I have 6 of these Paper Studio hearts and like gold and silver, gold and black things. So I've got all of that under control, and lots of doodling. I doodle all around. So I got all of the prompts, except I didn't go terribly rogue. But I do love this page. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so this one is day 26, and it's Winter Sun, which I did not incorporate, unless you want to include the sun that's coming in the window back here. Plaid or tartan, and pattern paper squares. Well, that was easy. The whole layout called for squares, and I just made some of them plaid. So thick plaid or thin plaid, whatever. And then these trees are actually plaid or tartan as well. I don't know what the difference between plaid and tartan is, so I am just going to go with that. So it's titled I Want It because this is, my kids get 4 gifts from me and my husband. One thing they want, one thing they need, one thing they wear, one thing they read. So this was their want. She wanted money and he wanted a video game. So that is I Want It, and that is from this year. And then I got some Tim Holtz on here. And these are my new stickers. They are Mondo Llama that came from Target. And I really like them, and I use them quite a bit. And then the gemstones are from either the dollar store. These hearts are from the dollar store, and then the other hearts and these little ones are from Park Lane. So next is, let's see, wait, did I miss something? Nope, I got that. Next is this one, and this is one of my favorites. So the prompt is Pinterest inspiration, and then colors and celebrations. So obviously I'm celebrating Christmas. This is the Christmas tree this year, before it was annihilated by the family. The entire layout minus the ribbon that's on here and this white solid cardstock, everything else, all the papers are from the Paper Studio Christmas Basics collection, and including these gemstones. So I love that. And so here where this mandala or fancy little thing is, I put the tree, and I got the inspiration from this Pinterest. It looks like this is material, and it's so cute, but I decided to use ribbon because I have a ton of ribbon, and I rarely use it. I got it in like a couple of different kits that were old that I got off Facebook, and I, like I said, don't use ribbon very often, just because I forget, just like with washi. So I used a ton of it on here. I love the way that this turned out. It was super easy. I mean, I listened to one of the Michael McIntyre videos while I laid all these down. It was fabulous. I laughed and laid down my ribbon. So anyway, so I got the colors and the celebration and all that. So there is day number 27. Love, love. Day number 28 is this one, Go Read. So guess what? Those are the books they asked for. Okay, she didn't ask for this David Ramsey book. She asked for money, and so I had to find a clever way to give her a book and give her what she wanted. So I gave her money as a bookmark in her financial peace planning book. Yes, I know. I'm so funny. That's why it says creativity takes courage, and when you know better, do better. So anywho, sorry. So more is the prompt, 15 plus of your chosen shape and mixed media. So all of the mixed media on the outside is Tim Holtz, or it's all Ranger. Most of it is Tim Holtz, except the shiny green and then the splotches of red. The shiny green is the Delusions Shimmer Spray Jade, this Polished Jade, and the red is the Postbox Red or something like that, which is the Delusions as well. And then I have a couple of different colors, the Fired Brick, I think, and one of the green colors, Mowed Lawn, I think. And I tapped them out. I sprayed some of them. I tapped some of them out. I let it dry. I had already done the inking, the grid on the bottom with marker. I think it's a Zig memory marker. So, and then I used some Tim Holtz on here. I used my circle punch from Creative Memories and made all 4 of the sizes that I have in the same shade of red and the same shade of green, just for my scrap bin. All of this came from my scraps. And put those down, and then put the hearts on here. So I did the more is more. This is a whole lot more stuff than I normally would put on a layout. So although you're not going to believe me when I say that, because in 2 more layouts you're going to see more patterned paper on one layout than you'll have ever seen before. Whew. So anywho, so here is this one, and it is more is more. 15 of your or more of your chosen shape and mixed media, and I got all that. So Go Read is the title, and I matted it all on black. So yay. Oh, and I use these gemstones, and the gemstones are from Park Lane. And then these little hearts are Sticko, and so these little baby hearts are Miss Grossman's. Anything else that I'm missing here? These are just these really inexpensive, almost foam. They're called foam stickers. I don't put them on my pictures because they're like, I got like a ton of them for like nothing on Amazon. Here they are. I mean, I got like a stack this thick of different stickers. So I'll put them on the layout, but I don't typically let them get onto my pictures because I'm definitely not acid and lignin free. But they're just fun little things to add, especially like on this page. So there is day number 28. 29 was seek out a layout you love, whether it be from Pinterest, Instagram, or DAF community, which is Dotty About Flair, or anywhere else, and scrap lift it. Don't forget to credit the original. So I went looking through different things, and everything that's on Dotty About Flair and Scrap a Sketch right now is stuff that I've already scrapped because I've been doing the same thing as them. So I went to my favorite YouTuber, which is Sandy, State Goddess, and she had done this sketch. It's probably one of her last Friday sketches, and I really love this. Another way to use up lots of scraps, which is fabulous. To put a couple of pictures at least on a page, which is fabulous. So here is the sketch. It's from Allison Davis, and for Scrapbook Generation. And I loved this. So my pictures are not the same size. I had to make them a little bigger, and I did move my stack of scraps over to the left because that was going to work better with my pictures the way they laid out. I didn't want to cover my mom's head up because she's so close to the side here, and my son's shoulder and stuff were okay to cover a little bit. So I used all different scraps. Every single one of these is different. And then I used some of the same ones to mat the pictures. I love the way this turned out. So these are scraps from multiple different sets. These papers, though, are from that classic Christmas by Recollections. So, yay! So, thank you, Sandy. Day 29, nope, day 30 is this sketch. And like I said, whoa. Do you see all of those crazy layers? Okay, so there are 8 layers of different things on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 layers of paper. I used 13 different layers of paper. Now, some of them, like this present paper and this paper here with this grid or whatever, this plaid, or it's not plaid, I don't know what that is. Anyway, this paper and this paper are not full. They're just little strips because I was trying to make this a little less heavy. The rest of these are full cut, like what you see is the full thing. There's nothing missing from behind. So 13 different papers, and it is so busy. So I built this. So I built this right here. Of course, mine is taller than theirs because, you know, I don't ever really do what they tell me to until they tell me not to do that. I've lost my marbles, guys. Anyway, so I did all of this, and it was so busy. Putting it on this pattern paper was going to be a mess. So I matted it on this like cranberry color, and then ended up using that cranberry over here in the little banners so it would tie it all together. And I really like the way it turned out. It is very busy for me. Like, this is not something I normally wouldn't use a lot of these patterns on a page, but it was fitting for this. This was our family picture at Christmas this year, and then our funny picture. It fit well with the layout, and I incorporated it's all about the paper. Use this sketch for inspiration and add at least 8 papers of cardstock. Done. And then some. And then it says prompts, teal, black, bows, or butterflies. I do not have any teal on here. I do have black in multiple places. There are bows on the packages. And I definitely use the paper like nobody's business. So I incorporated everything else except the teal and the bow. It says bows or butterflies. So I got the bows. No butterflies. It would not have worked here at all. So this weighs a little bit of, but that's okay. So, yeah, I love the way this turned out. And then last but not least is this one. And of course it was like this, and I was going to use it this way, and I am going to make this layout again this direction. But the picture I wanted to use that went with the prompts was this one of New Year's Eve. So it says Music Bubbles and New Beginnings. So I felt like, you know, we were listening to the countdown. They had just, you know, counted down to the new year. So it was doing Old Lang Syne in the background. We're drinking bubbly. So there's bubbles on here. The bubbly was like grape apple sparkling cider or whatever. So don't worry. So my son and my nephew and me took a picture together. This background is one that I made with some of my Distress inks, and I'm so thrilled with how it turned out. I just got my brand new hot off the presses Distress Oxide Spray Villainous Potion, which is the newest Tim Holtz color. I love it. I also got the ink pad for Christmas. So I will be like inking up. Everything's going to be purple coming soon. Coming soon. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. It's time for bed, you all. It's after midnight. No, it's not. Okay, I need to go to bed anyway. So I sprayed it out because I really just wanted to see the difference between the Wilted Violet and the new Villainous Potion. And I love the way it turned out. And I thought this would be the perfect layout for it. So I went ahead and went with the purple and blue theme and just alternated the blues and the purples as I went up. This paper was not big enough. I cut it in half at a diagonal so that you couldn't even tell that I had cut it, but I told you, and that's fine. I got my music notes in here. I added extra music notes and some gold stickles. I'm gonna get the words out. Some little stars, and these are from that same kind of cheapy foam stickers that I have. And other than that, and then I matted it on black. I love the way this turned out, and this is from that, those Target stickers. I'm going to bring the package over here because I feel like I said it wrong. Nope, Mondo Llama Alpha stickers. So I've busted into my second pack because I needed one more G. So I just got these a couple of days ago, and I am tearing them up. Not literally, they're not tearing up, they're good. I like them. So that is the end. So Music Bubbles, New Beginnings. That is the end of the 31 days from Scrap-A-Sketch and Dotty About Flair. I am really excited about getting these in my books. I finished out the year 2021 with 1,512 layouts completed. Many of those were from my own books. I did make multiple books for presents. Some of them were Christmas presents this year for 2021. Some of them were presents that I created for birthdays or holidays in the past. I made my sister a book about her travels, her and her family's travels out west and such. But overall, I mean, I made 9 Disney books and 6 books for 2021. And that is until I find out, once these all get put in there, how they're going to look. Over 100 layouts for the beach and hundreds of layouts for holidays and Christmas, birthdays. It has been a crazy ride in 2021. I'm really excited for what 2022 is going to hold. I plan on participating in State Goddess does sketches in February, I believe. And then in March, we'll be doing the 30 Days of Sketches again with Chrissy's Beautiful Life. I'm so excited. And I can't wait for that. January is going to be me getting organized and getting some stuff together and scrapbooking Christmas. And then February, hopefully I'll be able to do all of the sketches and things that State Goddess does on her site. And then, like I said, 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life is in March. So that's the first few months of the year, and I'm really looking forward to everything that this year is going to hold. So I hope you all will come along with me, and I will be doing some more videos, process videos, as the year gets started. I totally slacked off these last few weeks because December was crazy. But January is a little calmer, hopefully, knock on wood. So we'll see how it goes. So I hope you all enjoyed these and maybe got some inspiration or ideas. Please go to Scrap-A-Sketch and Dotty About Flair if you're interested at all in these layouts. They are to be scrapped and posted by the 22nd of January if you want to be entered in, I think, what is a random drawing for each of the days. So you can just go and join the group just for the sketches. They're great, and Lisa does a lot of wonderful work. And Adam on Dotty About Flair has lots of different things as well, and some awesome flair that I'm waiting for to come in the mail. So I hope that y'all have a great week, and I hope that you have an amazing new year. And I hope you got a chance today to do something you love with someone you love. Happy scrapping.